When we think about how something is made, our minds jump straight to the factory floor. We assume that the identity of a product is forged right there, during final assembly. It's an easy assumption to make. The environment demands your attention. You have massive assembly lines, heavy industrial machinery, and thousands of moving parts. It feels like creation happening in real time. But the truth is entirely different. By the time a single component hits that conveyor belt, the product's fate has already been completely sealed. Every movement on that floor follows a script written months earlier. The machinery simply executes a predetermined destiny. The actual location of creation is a much quieter room, far earlier in the timeline. It's during the abstract concept phase that a product's DNA is permanently encoded. Tracking time against committed costs, notice the steep early spike. Initial choices dictate the majority of production expenses. Aesthetics and physical limitations lock into place simultaneously. Once these conceptual choices are made, a rigid block drops down, leaving zero flexibility. If a flaw is introduced right here, you cannot engineer or manufacture your way out of it later on. The ultimate battle for a product's success or failure is waged before a single machine is ever turned on. Engineers and designers live under a specific dynamic, the asymmetry of consequence. At the beginning of a project, a rough paper sketch or a digital outline is virtually weightless. You have infinite freedom, and making a change costs next to nothing. Compare that to the end of the line. You are faced with the rigid, hyper-expensive, unforgiving reality of a physical steel mold. The transition between those two states happens incredibly fast. A casual decision about a corner radius or a material thickness mutates into a massive financial liability in a matter of weeks. Enjoying total freedom in the early stages without rigorous foresight inevitably leads to catastrophic restrictions on the factory floor. The teams that consistently win understand this dynamic perfectly and treat it with respect. They deliberately front-load exploration, absorbing risk as early as possible. Instead of settling on the first idea, a single starting point rapidly pushes out into dozens of parallel paths. They scrutinize these directions against physical constraints. Weak options are cut short, forcing the team to see every failure point from all angles. Applying brutal seriousness to the abstract phase serves as an ironclad insurance policy against late-stage disaster. There is an inherent paradox in the concept stage. Exhaustive exploration takes time, but modern projects demand rapid, continuous momentum. This scale represents traditional design methodologies. Teams are often forced into a dangerous compromise, leaving speed and comprehensiveness hopelessly unbalanced. You either guess fast or you plan too slow. Breaking this bottleneck requires a new category of design intelligence, a system that allows for both velocity and scale simultaneously. Depix handles the heavy lifting of generating and comparing dozens of design directions early, allowing teams to see every angle in a fraction of the usual time. This intelligence ensures exploration is both fast and comprehensive. By accelerating the iteration cycle, this intelligence turns exhaustive exploration from a timeline killer into a distinct competitive advantage. All of this rigorous exploration culminates in a single moment, the point where the irreversible line of commitment must finally be drawn. With every point of failure accounted for, the act of drawing that line carries the weight of total calculated conviction. The process fades away, and you are left facing the stark, unyielding finality of the physical build. Design decisions are cheap as a sketch, brutal once tooled. See every angle before you build.